Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 4, Book 56, number 757. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, I have been sent as an apostle in the best of all the generations of Adam's offspring since their creation. Volume 4, Book 56, number 758. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Allah's Apostle used to let his hair hang down while the infidels used to part their hair. The people of the scriptures were used to letting their hair hang down, and Allah's Apostle liked to follow the people of the scriptures in the matters about which he was not instructed otherwise. Then Allah's Apostle parted his hair. Volume 4, Book 56, number 759. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr. The Prophet never used bad language, neither fahish nor a mutafahish. He used to say, the best amongst you are those who have the best manners and character. See Hadith number 56, b. Volume 8. Volume 4, Book 56, number 760. Narrated by Aisha. Whenever Allah's Apostle was given the choice of one of two matters, he would choose the easier of the two, as long as it was not sinful to do so. But if it was sinful to do so, he would not approach it. Allah's Apostle never took revenge over anybody for his own sake, but he did only when Allah's legal bindings were outraged, in which case he would take revenge for Allah's sake. Volume 4, Book 56, number 761. Narrated by Anas. I have never touched silk or dibai, i.e. thick silk, softer than the palm of the Prophet, nor have I smelt a perfume nicer than the sweat of the Prophet. Volume 4, Book 56, number 762. Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. The Prophet was shyer than a veined virgin girl. Volume 4, Book 56, number 763. Narrated by Shuba. A similar hadith, i.e. number 762, with this addition, and if he, i.e. the Prophet, disliked something, the sign of aversion would appear on his face. Volume 4, Book 56, number 764. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet never criticized any food presented him, but he would eat it if he liked it. Otherwise, he would leave it, without expressing his dislike. Volume 4, Book 56, number 765. Narrated by Abdullah bin Malik bin Buhayna al-Azdi. When the Prophet prostrated, he used to keep his arms so widely apart that we used to see his armpits. The sub-narrator, Ibn Bukhair, said, the whiteness of his armpits. Volume 4, Book 56, number 766. Narrated by Anas. Allah's Apostle did not use to raise his hands in his invocations except in the istisqa, i.e. invoking Allah for the rain, in which he used to raise his hands so high that one could see the whiteness of his armpits. Note, it may be that Anas did not see the Prophet as raising his hands, but it has been narrated that the Prophet as used to raise his hands for invocations other than istisqa. See Hadith No. 612 Volume 5. And Hadith number 807 and 808 Volume 2. Volume 4, Book 56, number 767. Narrated by Abu Juhayfa. By chance I went to the Prophet at noon while he was at Al-Abtar, resting in a tent. Bilal came out of the tent and pronounced the adhan for the prayer, and entering again, he brought out the water which was left after Allah's Apostle had performed the ablution. The people rushed to take some of the water. Bilal again went in and brought out a spear-headed stick, and then Allah's Apostle came out, as if I were now looking at the whiteness of his leg. Bilal fixed the stick, and the Prophet offered a 2 rakat zuhr prayer and a 2 rakat asr prayer, while women and donkeys were passing in front of the Prophet, beyond the stick. Volume 4, Book 56, number 768. Narrated by Aisha. The Prophet used to talk so clearly that if somebody wanted to count the number of his words, he could do so. Narrated Urwa bin Az Zubair. Aisha said, to me, "Don't you wonder at Abu so-and-so who came and sat by my dwelling and started relating the traditions of Allah's Apostle, intending to let me hear that, while I was performing an optional prayer. He left before I finished my optional prayer. Had I found him still there, I would have said to him, Allah's Apostle never talked so quickly and vaguely as you do." Volume 4, Book 56, number 769. Narrated by Abu Salama bin Abdurrahman. That he asked Aisha, how was the prayer of Allah's Apostle in the month of Ramadan? She replied, he used not to pray more than 11 rakat, whether in Ramadan or in any other month. He used to offer 4 rakat, let alone their beauty and length, and then 4 rakat, let alone their beauty and length. Afterwards he would offer 3 rakat. I said, O Allah's Apostle, do you go to bed before offering the witr prayer? He said, my eyes sleep, but my heart does not sleep. Volume 4, Book 56, number 770. Narrated by Sharik bin Abdullah bin Abi Nama. I heard Anas bin Malik telling us about the night when the Prophet was made to travel from the Kaaba mosque. 3 persons, i.e. angels, came to the Prophet before he was divinely inspired was an apostle, while he was sleeping in al-Masjid al-Haram. The first, of the 3 angels, said, which of them is he? The second said, he is the best of them. That was all that happened then, and he did not see them till they came at another night, and he perceived their presence with his heart. For the eyes of the Prophet were closed when he was asleep, but his heart was not asleep, not unconscious. This is characteristic of all the prophets. Their eyes sleep but their hearts do not sleep. Then Gabriel took charge of the Prophet and ascended along with him to the heaven. Volume 4, Book 56, number 771. Narrated by Imran bin Hussein. That they were with the Prophet on a journey. They traveled the whole night, and when dawn approached, they took a rest and sleep overwhelmed them till the sun rose high in the sky. The first to get up was Abu Bakr. Allah's apostles used not to be awakened from his sleep, but he would wake up by himself. Umar woke up and then Abu Bakr sat by the side of the Prophet's head and started saying, Allahu Akbar, raising his voice till the Prophet woke up. And after traveling for a while, he dismounted and led us in the morning prayer. A man amongst the people failed to join us in the prayer. When the Prophet had finished the prayer, he asked the man, O so-and-so, what prevented you from offering the prayer with us? He replied, I am Junub. Allah's Apostle ordered him to perform tayammum with clean earth. The man then offered the prayer. Allah's Apostle ordered me and a few others to go ahead of him. We had become very thirsty. While we were on our way, looking for water, we came across a lady, riding an animal, hanging her legs between 2 water skins. We asked her, where can we get water? She replied, oh, there is no water. We asked, how far is your house from the water? She replied, a distance of a day and a night travel. We said, come on to Allah's Apostle. She asked, what is Allah's Apostle? So we brought her to Allah's Apostle against her will. And she told him what she had told us before and added that she was the mother of orphans. So the Prophet ordered that her 2 water skins be brought, and he rubbed the mouths of the water skins. As we were thirsty, we drank till we quenched our thirst, and we were 40 men. We also filled all our water skins and other utensils with water, but we did not water the camels. The water skin was so full that it was almost about to burst. The Prophet then said, bring what foodstuff you have. So some dates and pieces of bread were collected for the lady, and when she went to her people, She said, "I have met either the greatest magician or a prophet as the people claim." So Allah guided the people of that village through that lady. She embraced Islam and they all embraced Islam.